Bitcoin is not doing all too much, but it does seem like we could be setting up for a major bullish move in the near future. The altcoin market is where the focus is right now. One of my favorite altcoins, Chainlink, is breaking out once again. We just hit $6.86 on Coinbase. And some other altcoins are doing extremely well right now as well. So we're going to be talking about all this and more in today's video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin. Over the past 24 hours, Bitcoin hasn't really done all too much. We're going to be discussing some possibilities for Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is currently down 0.17%, trading around 9,223. And a lot of the top coins are following Bitcoin, but if you look to the right, we can see that Chainlink is up 10.83%, hitting new highs once again. Also, one of my Patreon altcoin picks is currently up 136% since I put out the post. I've been building up an altcoin portfolio from scratch that my patrons have been following, and iExec RLC is one of the picks that I had in there, and it is absolutely mooning. There are a couple other picks that haven't mooned yet that are in that altcoin portfolio, and I'm going to be posting new altcoins to be accumulating regularly before they pump. And that is why people have been joining the Patreon. Definitely check out the Patreon if that interests you. Before we get started, guys, I need you all to hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot if you can hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Now let's get started on the video. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly chart, what we can see is that we're still consolidating, still riding along this downward sloping resistance. We have not seen any immediate rejection. We have not seen sellers just step into the market. Looking a little bit closer here at the weekly chart, what we can see is that Bitcoin is still seeing higher lows and lower highs. This is obviously a consolidation. And if you're looking at the downward sloping volume trend on the weekly chart, you can see that we are about to end this consolidation. The price action is squeezing, coiling up to this point right here, and the volume is getting ready to see a breakout. Personally, I am still leaning bullish. There is no good reason for me to turn bearish on crypto right now. Things are looking really good overall. We're still holding above the 10-week EMA and the 21-week EMA, which is my indication that the trend is still intact. These two moving averages that you see right here, the purple 10-week and the blue 21-week, as long as we're above these, things do look bullish for Bitcoin. And I do think we're going to be getting a breakout. And once we get this breakout above this resistance, this downward sloping resistance, this multi-year resistance, this would very likely usher in the next up cycle, right? And then at that point, we would very likely be riding the 21-week EMA for the next major uptrend. And this is still what I think is most likely right now. Now, going to Chainlink, incredible moves. We just hit a new all-time high. Continuing the blue sky breakout, we just hit $6.89. If we go to the weekly chart, one thing that I mentioned in many of my past videos was that my first upside target was $6.10, and my second upside target was $7.40, $7.36. So if we go from swing high to swing low, what we can see looking at the chart is that we did actually move past my first target at the 1272. So let's go into the 4-hour chart. We found support just around the 1272, had a little bit of chop, and we've just ran right off this level, trading around $6.80 right now, hitting a new all-time high. The next upside target is actually not very far away. The next upside target for Chainlink is around 8.43% to the upside, around $7.36. A lot of people are wondering, is Chainlink topping out? When are we going to see the top for Chainlink? Is it too late to get into this? From my perspective, believe it or not, I actually think that this is just the start for Chainlink long term. One indication that this is not the peak for Chainlink right now and that we actually still have more room to move to the upside is the volume. The volume has not hit a new high, right? One thing that helped us on this channel identify that Bitcoin did find its major market low back in March when we crashed. After the weekly candle closed, one thing that we noticed here on this channel was that the volume levels were actually exceeding the levels from 20K. We had higher volume levels here than we did at 20,000, right? Which is interesting. And if you look at the next area with the highest volume, that was the area when we hit 13.8K. 13.8K, guys, was the peak before the sell-off. And that was the next area of highest volume. The next area of highest volume was right before we hit our low here for Bitcoin during the bear market in 2018. And the next area of the highest volume was, of course, 20,000. So these areas of high volume are clear indicators of market bottoms and market tops, right? Going right along with this volume signature right here. And in March, this market low met with this high spike in volume. And if we take a look at Chainlink, we haven't seen a peak in volume yet. We have not seen emotions climax to the point where we see a climax in volume, which means that Chainlink actually has a lot more room to move to the upside. And even if the price consolidates, very likely we are going to see continued upside. Now, taking a look at the Binance chart for Chainlink, this is the Chainlink chart on Binance. We have more history here. When we had a peak in volume, the last time we had a huge spike in volume was during this peak right here, right? So that was a market top. Volume signature actually went along with that market top. The next area of the highest volume was when March happened during the global pandemic, when we had a huge crash, huge spike in volume, and that was a market low, and we continued up, right? So these big spikes in volume, guys, you got to keep this in mind. Chainlink is nowhere near getting another major spike in volume, right? Chainlink is nowhere near this area right now, which means that we actually have a lot more room to move to the upside for Chainlink. And $10 is not that far away. Right now, Chainlink is going through price discovery, and there's no telling where the price is going to end up. $7.36 is my next short-term upside target, but ultimately seeing Chainlink hit $10, $20 is actually a real possibility. And considering that we have not seen a major spike in volume to show a climax in the market cycle for Chainlink, tells me that we are very likely looking for more upside. And this is why I do think that Chainlink could go to $10 in the not so distant future. On Twitter, I was saying, who is ready for 10 USD Chainlink? It is not that far away. Only 63% to the upside. Are you guys ready for a $10 Chainlink? Let me know in the comments below. Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying that Chainlink is going to go straight to the moon. There's going to be pullbacks. There's going to be consolidations. I'm not saying that you should FOMO in or anything like that. I've been telling my viewers about Chainlink for a very long time. So most of my viewers have already bought Chainlink and we're all gaining on it. I'm not here to promote FOMO, but the charts, the technicals are telling me that there is a lot of room for Chainlink to move to the upside. So I am getting pretty excited. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Also, sign up for the CryptoWatch platform, which is the platform you see me use in all of my videos. And there is a tutorial popping up on the screen that can help you get started. Guys, on CryptoWatch, you can chart and trade off of all the top exchanges, all from this platform. And it is now free to trade with CryptoWatch. It used to cost money to use their services. It is now free. So definitely click that link below and sign up. I'll see you guys in the next video.